Gemma, you've been your soap star, podcaster, a writer, and this is now your newest book. It's called Let's Get Ready. It's a children's book, and you're on a mission to help parents leave home with their children in a calm and timely manner.
Yes, that's the basis of it. Because I realised, having two children, simple things like, come on, let's get ready, let's leave for school, let's leave for the day, can take literally so long.
It doesn't matter what time I get up.
No.
I still end up rushing that last 15 minutes. So, yes, I'm with you.
So we thought if we could find a way to make it fun. And it's kind of like Mary Poppins says, in every element, and every job that must be done, there's an element of fun. You find the fun and then it's a game. So that's what we wanted to do with Let's Get Ready, make it more entertaining. And, of course, Freddie the squirrel's there, who, on my Instagram, my post, we have a squirrel who comes in the garden every day. There's Fred. And he lets me hand feed him. And lots of people genuinely messaged me and said, you need to do a book about Freddie. So we thought, if we can incorporate Freddie, Let's Get Ready with Freddie, why not?
Exactly. And Freddie, Freddie's become quite famous in his own right, isn't it? But there's lots of lovely little hacks and things in here. Like, as you say, trying to make sort of the boring, tough jobs sometimes, like trying to get your coat on the way out when you're in a hurry. There's little hacks to try and make it fun.
Yes, well, we've done the magic coat flip in there, because I don't know about your kids, my kids went through a stage, Mia especially, of putting her coat on. They taught her at nursery. She puts it on the floor and she flips it over her head. And it's a great way to encourage children a bit of independence. That's it, so it teaches them a bit of independence in, you know, getting dressed and stuff. So it's great for kids who are, you know, nursery, preschool, going into that school phase, because you know, when you send them off to school, it's things like getting ready for PE and stuff. They do it by themselves.
Absolutely right.
So it's nice to know that they can do simple tasks like the shoes and the coats and stuff.
But that's the thing, you don't want to discourage them from wanting to do all of these things themselves, but you do know probably you have to whack on another 20 minutes. On your time of trying to get out of the house. But like I say, you're trying to make them feel confident enough to do all these little jobs themselves.
Yeah, definitely. You need to teach them how to do it. And like you say, but it can take 10, 15 minutes. So if you can make it a bit more fun. And it's stress-free then for the parents. Well, it's not stress-free, but not as stressful.
Yes, exactly. And there's a bit of a routine. You know which element you have to go to next if there's fun involved. Beautifully illustrated as well. It's just such a lovely, colourful, welcoming book, I think.
Well, we used Lisa Hunt. Again, Lisa, she did the illustrations on my previous book. And I chose Lisa. I mean, she's fantastic, but I played Lisa Hunter. And when I saw her name, Lisa Hunt, I thought, oh, it's full circle. We have to have her on the book. So, yeah, she's fabulous.
It was sort of meant to be.
Yeah.
What is Gorka like in that morning madness routine? Is he a calm dad?
He's a FaceTime morning madness routine. At the minute, he's on tour, so he does this thing, bless him, where he'll FaceTime just as we're ready to leave. So it's kind of like, and I'm like, can you do it a bit earlier, please, or a bit later? But no, on the mornings he's here, he's fabulous. He's a kind of, he'll get breakfast prepared, do all that while I'm upstairs getting them dressed. And we're such a good tag team in that we're at the stage now we don't have to say, like, who's doing what. We just kind of, if I'll go to Tio, he'll go to Mia and vice versa. But he's definitely the chef in the mornings. He prepares everyone's breakfast, which is brilliant. Yeah,
so you do miss that when he's away and on tour. As you say,
I'm
they
starving
become a
when he's away.
FaceTime parent, like, which I know exactly what you mean when it comes to that. Hopefully, when it comes to Strictly again, he'll get a partner that has some form of a Manchester surrounding area postcode.
That's what I always, when people say, do you worry about who he gets? I say, you could get Miss World for all I care. As long as she's got an M40 postcode, I'm not bothered. I genuinely do not care.
You can get back and do the cooking.
There's someone who can help me with the school run.
Completely agree. And we mentioned it this morning that Oprah, her autobiography, played a big part in, well, your life, really. That's a quick way to say it. Certainly you entering Strictly, not that you thought at that point it would lead on to, you know, your partner and children.
It's crazy. When I was first offered Strictly, I said no. My agent was like, it's a really big opportunity. I said, well, that's the thing, it's a massive show. Like, why would you put yourself through that? And then after a few talks with her, she said, just have a think about it. And I went to a juicy oasis with Jason Vale's juice retreat. And I walked in and every room has a little book. And my book was the Oprah Winfrey book. So I just picked it up, just flicked the page, and the page it landed on, it just said, massive writing, if you have a chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you choose to dance. So I called her up and I said, I've changed my mind, I'm supposed to do Strictly. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, I've got a feeling I'm supposed to do that show. And lo and behold, it's because my future family was waiting for me.
Exactly that. But you weren't even partnered with her. I think that's the magic of this more than anything. It's not like you were dancing with it. You connected just being part of the group.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see him in the weeks. He rehearsed in London, I rehearsed in Manchester. So we saw each other on the live shows on Saturdays, but it was the February after on the tour. That's when we started thinking, oh, I really like you and I like spending time with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Meant to be.
And 7 years and 2 babies later.
Thank you very much, Oprah.
Yes, thank you.
She did well, didn't she? Gemma, it's such a lovely book. Like I said, I was reading it yesterday to my two. Let's get ready. The easy way to start the day.
Yes.
We all need one of those,
We all do.
don't we?
Adults as well.
And it's out on Thursday this
Thursday,
week. Oh,
yeah.
exciting. Right,
Yeah,
brilliant. Thank you, Gemma. Sorry for the skipping. You're used to
It's
your
my
Miss
fault,
Fitness.
isn't it?
Yeah, you're brilliant. Hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.